The more value, the higher the price. So the more value someone gets out of the product or service that you're selling, the higher the price can be. So like we talked about with just a motel on the side of the highway, it might be $60 or $80 to stay at just a motel per night. But with a nice resort that's on the beach in Hawaii, you could pay $500 a night. So the higher the value, the higher the price that the customer pays. Also, the more something costs, the higher the price is going to be, and also the higher the value. Okay, here's a good one. This is a little test for you. The value is really in the eye of the beholder. That's a great line. I love that line, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So which of these two vehicles do you think has the most value? Okay, I know I'm picking the red sports car, the Ferrari or Lamborghini right there. To me, that is awesome. I think that's got the most value. But if you have to go pick up carrots from the farm and deliver those carrots to market, and you need to deliver tons and tons of carrots, which of these vehicles do you think has the most value for you? Well, it's the truck. If you're delivering anything, you probably don't want that sports car because you're not going to be able to get much in that sports car except for maybe golf clubs and a buddy. So value is in the eye of the beholder. So when you're moving or selling to a specific group of people, or what would be called a target market, you need to find out what's valuable to them because they'll be willing to pay more. When you're selling to a target market, you need to understand what's valuable to them, and that way you can position your products or services to deliver value to that set of people that you're selling to. Oh, this is a great one. These food trucks are so popular now. They're all over the place. And I love going to food trucks. You could be at a concert or a sporting event or somewhere even at the beach or something like that, and there's a food truck there. A lot of times we have when there's baseball games and little fairs and stuff like that, there's food trucks, and they've got great tacos and chili cheesesteaks and acai bowls and all kinds of cool stuff, fish and chips that you can get that's super convenient. You just walk up and you have the convenience of eating from the food truck right there on the spot, wherever you happen to be. And it's good for that business owner too, because he can drive his food truck wherever the people are. Now let's look at the big restaurant there. That's a really, really nice restaurant, right? So which of these do you think has more value? And which do you think has the higher prices? Well, if we look at the cost, which is one of our things that drive price, look at that restaurant. It's beautiful. There's chandeliers, there's linen on the tables, there's silverware and nice glassware. It's probably pretty expensive to build a restaurant like that. It's probably in a nice location, so the real estate costs a lot of money. And compared to just that food truck, not nearly as expensive as the restaurant. So probably that restaurant has higher prices. Well, but what has more value if you're in a real hurry? Probably the food truck, right? If you're in a real hurry, you just want to get a burrito fast, or you want something that's convenient, you're already at the baseball game and you want to eat something and you want to get something to eat in the next few minutes, you could probably get that from the food truck. So there's a higher value for you because you want something that's convenient and something that's fast. And that food truck could be right there where you already are. But if you're having a really big, exciting, special birthday or anniversary, or your grandparents come to town and something really special is happening, well, you probably don't want to just take them to the food truck, right? You probably want to take them to a really nice restaurant. So in that case, for a special celebration, that restaurant would have more value to you as the consumer than the food truck would in that situation. So you're starting to get the idea now about which has more value. And the value is in the eye of the beholder. Convenience and fast, that food truck might be perfect and have more value for you in a certain situation, Whereas if you're having a big celebration, mom and dad's birthday or anniversary or something like that, then that nice restaurant probably has more value. The prices will be according to how much it costs to produce the food. In this case, producing it in the back of a truck, pretty low cost. Producing it at a very fancy restaurant in an expensive part of town, there's a lot of rent and everything they have to pay. There's a lot higher cost there. Probably taste a lot better too, so you're going to end up with higher prices in that fancy restaurant than you will at the food truck. But the value you get will be depending on what your needs are at the time. Something fast and convenient, or something really special you're willing to take your time and travel a distance to get to. Awesome. You've done great. Now we understand about value and cost and how we sell value.